So right off the bat, we get to one of Vegeta's biggest mistakes, and that is that once he's met with a power that is just somewhat stronger than his, or feels stronger, feels new, feels different, he always gets into his head, he's thinking about it, and then he gets smacked.
Prepare yourself, Dan Saiyan.
I just gotta outline this panel because this might be my favorite one, mainly due to the detail that goes with all the rocks, all the rubble that, by the way, Vegeta dodged it in the last second, but yeah, Rigger hit the floor and all these rocks, all this detail went flying all over the place. So definitely gotta give a huge shout out to this panel because this probably took a while to make and it looks pretty fantastic. Vegeta tries to get Rigger with a knee to the dome, but that fails. Rigger tries to smack Vegeta, but that also fails. And then we have them just going back to back. This brand new transformation that we see Rigger have is something we've never seen in Dragon Ball at all, except for those of you guys who remember Dragon Ball New Age original print. But yeah, this is basically Rigger with red eyes, a red aura, but a Super Saiyan flow. Obviously, he's got the black tail on him. That's just custom. But yeah, he is definitely a force to be reckoned with in this transformation. Blow for blow, everything that Vegeta's throwing at him, he's matching, and then they go into the iconic death stance where they're grappling each other's hands and trying to push each other out sumo style. So Vegeta does the second thing that you're probably not supposed to do in a fight like this, and that is acknowledge your opponent's strength when he's trying to pulverize you, and he asks Rigger what the hell is he, and Rigger says he's Judgment. Vegeta has no idea what he's talking about. Rigger thinks he's playing dumb, and then we get to another cool blast scene, and this one has to do with Vegeta throwing a million blasts at Rigger, and they're all kind of flying around Rigger, so it looks like they're kind of heading toward Vegeta. So yeah, this is very well drawn. I like the velocity that this portrays, and I like the fact that Vegeta's basically throwing everything that he has at him pretty early on. At this point, the tables have turned, and Vegeta's trying desperately anything that he can to push Rigger away, hitting him with a huge blast, but Rigger just comes right out of the dust, similar to what you would expect Broly to do in a similar situation. Rigger goes in for a finishing blow, but Vegeta dodges it and actually sidesteps it and gets the jump on Rigger. He actually lands some blows, finally. But Vegeta's victory is short-lived because Rigger kind of bounces back relatively easily and then hits Vegeta right in the pride. Rigger ends up goading Vegeta into giving him his best shot, and Vegeta complies, similar to how he did against Cell, and he hits him with one of the most underrated, most awesomest moves in all of fucking Dragon Ball, and that is the Final Shine attack. Now, if you don't know what the Final Shine attack is, it is Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's finishing move. This move is iconic throughout almost any game that has Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta as a character. I remember it the most from Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 3, where he does it with one hand. But there are other variants and he's done it other times. But yeah, this is by far one of my favorite moves that Vegeta has in his arsenal. I just love it when Vegeta comes up with these custom moves, and as Dragon Ball Super and the Dragon Ball Super manga have shown, he always got some really cool and interesting names for these moves. So Final Shine Attack doesn't sound very Vegeta-ish, but he did come up with Final Flash, so it's around the neighborhood. But Rigger just ends up kicking that shit like a kickball right into space, triggering everybody around the planet to take notice of the final move that Vegeta can perform that probably could have done anything. And we have Rigger explaining exactly what's going on. He monologues a little bit, sort of like an evil villain, but he tells Vegeta that he hasn't really gotten sleep for many years because of what Vegeta did to him, and it doesn't have to do specifically with that night where Vegeta beat him in front of the rest of the comrades. It's got to do with something else, and Vegeta has no idea. Vegeta actually sounds pretty calm and collected right here, like he's legit confused on what the hell is going on. He has no idea why they are fighting in the first place, really. And this is where we're finally opening up to Rigger's backstory. Vegeta did something horrible to a special person in Rigger's life. Now, for those of you guys who remember the original Dragon Ball New Age, you guys already know who this is. For those of you guys who don't, I'm going to leave it ambiguous until the next chapter. But yeah, Vegeta's gonna pay big time for this, especially since he does not remember. This probably would piss off Rigger more, the fact that he doesn't remember that her death meant so little to him that he kind of just brushed it off and could go on with his life. Yeah, this is a pretty sick chapter. And the next one I think is going to be really cool because we're finally going to dive into some backstory here, which I'm so glad to jump into because the new characters that you're going to meet, yeah, they're going to elevate the story 110%. Anyway, guys, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of Malik's Dragon Ball New Age. This is going to be Blackscape signing off. Take care, guys.